Welcome back. You know, if there was such a thing as a time machine, I'd give it a chance. And one of the first places I would go is to the north side in the mid to late 40s to play a game of sandlot football. Don't want to be the star. I just want to be on the same team with a young man who was making his way to eventually becoming starting quarterback for the very popular North Catholic Trojans, now Cardinal World North Catholic. Talking about my friend Mr. Dan Rooney. As most of you know, he passed away today at the age of 84. Because of this, Mr. Rooney and I became lifelong friends, not because of pro football, but because of his love of high school football. And many times on the radio and television, we would talk about just that. And I have to believe 6 Vince Lombardi trophies later, Hall of Fame class 2000, it was all because of the passion that he had for football and he learned while playing for North Catholic. I am at a loss for words today, other than my heart is very heavy. It's like your parents, when the years get away from you, you realize that it's inevitable that you're going to lose them. But you just hope for one more year. Well, I didn't get it, and he is now gone. But I know this, that because of his belief in God and the good that he did for so many people, he is in the right place right now, at peace. And if I continue down that straight and narrow path of righteousness, something that he was always about, the Rooney Rule just being one of the many examples of how he understood the value of being a good person and what it was all about, that maybe someday I'll get to catch a pass from Mr. Rooney and we'll have a chance to talk high school football again. You know, life gets really busy. I mean, he became the ambassador to Ireland and no one was more happy than me. As a matter of fact, Ireland, special place in my heart. Why? Because of the Rooneys. The reason why that shamrock is hanging over my shoulder. And, you know, you just think, don't really want to bother him, and I hope he's doing well. And as his son kind of took over the reins, we would talk from time to time, but it was different because it just wasn't his father. And Arthur II, I have equal respect for him, as I do that entire family. But it was Mr. Rooney and I that were just that close. Day or night, we could talk. And it was like, even if we didn't talk for a month or a year, it's like we were seeing each other and talking every day. He always made me feel better about myself and the world that I lived in after I'd have a chance to talk to him. I won't have those talks anymore, but I will continue to replay them in my mind over and over. Make no mistake, they broke the mold, and we lost truly one of the finest men that God has ever put on this planet. So what do we do now? Well, we'll be sad for a while, and we'll go through the grieving process, but as Mr. Rooney would want, you got to get back up and get into the game of life and lead it the way he led his. So someday we can all be on that same team. God bless you, sir. I love you and thank you so much for everything that you did for me and making me a better human being. My thoughts and prayers go out to his wife, Pat, obviously Arthur II and the entire Rooney family. What is a sad day. But know this, that man's soul brought so much good into this world, and I'm sure he will continue to do it through eternity.